G'day mate, how's it going? It's your mate Benny Mac, back in the Scale Model Garage. I hope you're all doing well, fellas. Hope you've had a good weekend. Unfortunately my holidays are finished. No, got to go back to work in a couple days, but all good things must come to an end, eh fellas. I enjoyed myself though, had a really good break this year. Anyway guys, thought I'd do one last quick update anyway before I'm back at it. Managed to get the desk here sorted out a bit better and the light hung and a few other things sorted out here in the shop, so I thought I'd update you on that. I haven't done a lot on the model side of things since I got back from Clem's last weekend. Missus has been back full-time work, so I've just been doing the daddy duties all week, fellas, trying to do a little bit here and there when she goes to sleep. But pretty much what I got done last week, just fellas here and there. I wanted to make up a quick base for the Type 90 tank with mine rollers that I painted up at Clem's, and just wanted something simple, sort of a desert scene, not too much, just a bit of grass, a couple rocks here and there. And I was experimenting with some just the CA glue and some just real sand that I got up at a walking track up in the bush around the corner, fellas. I got it about a year or so ago for another project. But anyway guys, I'll quickly set up here on the bench and show you what I come up with, eh? So just a quick update on the bench and the shop, fellas. Still haven't put my finger out and hung anything on the walls, but I've got nice bench space now, and comes all the way around, joins onto where my airbrush and spray booth is set up, so I've got plenty of space now. And I decked out an old fish tank that I found in the shed. Just decked it out with some paper. I'm even thinking I might paint the inside of it white for my spray booth. And then I got the fish tank light on top. I've just got to get a new globe for that, and that'll give me some nice bright pictures and bring out all the details, so that'll be sweet. And I went and picked up a nice big sound system for the Scale Model Garage and a new laptop, fellas. I've entered the world of the Mac. So Benny Mac now has a MacBook. Woo! Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. I've been pretty much a Windows guy since computers have been around, guys, except for my iPhone. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Been playing around with iMovie a bit, and the only thing I don't like is the files are a lot bigger that I create with my iMovie than if I did it on my normal Windows way. But I can work with that, guys. But anyway, fellas, enough dribble. This is basically the base I came up with. All it is, it's probably about, I don't know, 40-50 centimetre square piece of chipboard that was the top piece of my cat scratcher that I was going to throw in the bin. The cat pretty much ripped it to pieces, ripped all the carpet off it. Didn't do anything special to it, fellas. I just basically got the tacky glue, craft glue, white glue, CA glue, whatever you want to call it, and I just pretty much smashed it over the whole base, guys. Got a brush and just smoothed it out a bit, and then just got the bucket of real sand that I've got out in the garage and just poured sand all over it, just real sand. I ran it through a sieve just to get all the crap out of it, and so I mainly just got the small particles of sand, and basically let that dry. And then I came back again with my CA glue applicator, and I did all these lines and just did a bead of glue all the way across. And then I covered that in sand again, and I let that dry. And then basically I just used this old Tamiya brush. It's pretty soft. I just flattened it out, and I just did that pretty much all the way along one edge of all the way, you know, across every line, so it looked like one edge was flat and the other edge is still sitting up a bit. And then today I just watered down some more glue and covered the whole thing, and then gave it one more coat just to sort of blend it all in together. And while I was doing that the other day, I found this old paintbrush out in the garage. Never used it before. It was only a cheap one that I don't even know what I brought it for now. It was still in the packet, and it was kind of the right colour for the, you know, the weeds and desert straw weed, I don't know what you want to call it, fellas, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, I'd seen a few tips and tricks before of guys making sort of, you know, shrubs and plants out of this. So all I did was just, you know, grab a bunch, cut it off with the scissors, dip the bottom in some the same glue, guys, and I just stuck it on the foil And I was having a bit of trouble at first getting them to stand up. And I actually had an old baby formula, no, not formula, for medicine, squirting it in their mouth. I just cut that up with a knife, and I was just basically sitting that on there with the glue in the middle, just putting them all in there and shaping it how I wanted once it sort of dried. And then once they dry, guys, you can pretty much just grab them and peel them straight off, clean them up a little bit on the bottom. I broke them up a bit and gave them a bit of a haircut to make them look a bit better. As you see, the ones on the base, they sort of look a bit more blended and not just straight cut on top. And then I just glued a couple pebbles here and there, fellas, and ran some more sand around it so you couldn't see the glue, and it looked like the sand had sort of built up a bit around the rocks. And that's what I came up with, so I reckon it looks pretty cool, guys. And I also took out a bit of a track mark where the mine rollers would have come through. So all I really got to do now, guys, is just do my final detail painting a bit on this tank, and do a little bit more of a wash here and there, and I'm going to call it done. Probably paint some black on the front of these mine rollers. But yeah, really impressed with myself how, just for a quick, simple, cheap idea, I think it looks really cool and effective. So, alright guys, well, I hope I gave you some inspiration to do something. It's your mate Benny Mac, and as always, you have yourself a good day or night, wherever you're from. Catch you later, mate.